Hello folks, long time no hear or see. I moved and I gotta move again. But anyways, I can't get, the reason I'm on now, I'm getting ready to move, but I've been trying to put comments on the walking murdered by the WCBs in this country, and my comments aren't going on, so I'd like to say, if justice is the foundation of empires, then Canada is a foundation built on salt. It's just unbelievable what goes on here, and I think it's because the majority of Canadians' IQs are too low to figure it out. They keep hearing it, they figure we're just a bunch of deadbeats. But when you mention to these people that, well, when you try to defraud an insurance company, they'll make a point of it. They'll put it in the newspaper. You hear about it. How come we're trying to get compensated and nobody's allowed to hear about it? You know, like, why is the public being kept quiet about it? Why do you people keep calling us liars? Like, if we're entitled to it, this is Canada, this crap doesn't happen here. Why shouldn't we collect if we're entitled to it? I know so-and-so up the street's collecting. He broke his finger and he's collected for 6 months he was on. Yeah, well, break your shoulder and your back and see how long you collect. Find out it's permanent. Get badly burnt. A guy, just recently I heard about a guy that was sent back to work. His doctor said, no, you can't, it's too early. Badly burnt, you can't go back. Compensation sadist doctor, that's being kind, calling him a sadist. He told the guy, you have to go back, you'll be cut off. Well, the guy went back, and I think it was a day or two after he got back, he fell again, and he was having trouble walking, and he was, like I say, badly burnt, and hadn't come close to healing properly, and he tore all the skin in his arm, and just a mess. But he was told he was all right to go back to work by the compensation board murderer. Whatever other word is to describe these people. Hitler would, again, like I say, Hitler would have loved these people. Anyways, they have no remorse about what they're doing to us, to our families, across the country. And that radio guy, that doctor with the radio show a while ago, somebody sent me the email or the video. Well, I said that years ago. I felt like an experiment back in the 70s, late 70s, and that's been confirmed. They went after me right from day one. They had to start somewhere. And I still feel like I'm in a test tube or a Petri dish or something, that they're still screwing with my life. And, well, they are. Only now they just refuse to talk to me, period. Just an enabling certificate from a well-respected doctor, and they refuse to accept it now. They did, now they don't, now that I have my file. And I was thinking lately, publicity really hurts these people. That's what this is all about, keeping it quiet. What's to stop us? You know, we have copiers, all this electronics now, we can copy stuff. What's to stop us from, say, coming up with a newspaper of some kind? You know, you've seen them, you know, 6 or 7 pages, advertising type of thing or whatever, weekend edition, university type newspaper. What's to stop us from putting stories in there across the country? And it wouldn't cost much to make. Every week there's a little extra about somebody. You know, so-and-so in British Columbia, and then in a week later there's more about what happened there, you know, like Cannabis Witch or whoever, you know. I got a bad memory for names, but put out in a newspaper with half-page stories, you know, and next week it'll be some more, you know, and on and on. And what we do with these, we put these in universities, you know, and put them on campuses, and we put them, hell, we put them for free, we put them in stores. You see them all the time, these little tabloids and these little newspapers and stores, real estate guides, that kind of stuff, they do that. And we don't need advertising, but the thing is, people start reading this stuff, maybe they start questioning it. We put phone numbers in there of the media. Why aren't, CBC's a good one. Why aren't you covering this? If it's true, these people are saying this, cover it. We want to hear about it. They don't mind covering something that happens halfway around the world. And we're all supposed to feel sorry for these people, but, get up in arms and phone your MLA or your MP and find out what's going on. How come they're not... Why aren't they helping us? Why aren't they standing up front? Put the name of the MP, maybe. A little story you put in there about you saw your MP or your MLA and you asked them what was going on, and you back and forth. Maybe you got a letter from them. This is how we were treated by the people we elected. Put the names in there of the people at the workers' comp who are the worst offenders. Find out where they live and in the 7-Eleven store, things like that. And maybe go door to door, put them in their mailboxes so the neighbor can see what Brock Taylor's doing for a living. Maybe his kids will read it. And, Dad, you really murder these people for a living? Is that what's putting food on our table? Anyways, I think we got something here. We're not getting anywhere with the Canadian media, and it's well documented now that they're screwing with us. It's just nobody's supposed to know. Well, what the hell's wrong with us putting it out there ourselves? We're doing this on the on the internet, but you look on there and you see what people are watching. It's been on for a week and there's 100,000 about some singer that died. Who cares? They're killing us every day, and you see on there 200 or 300 people maybe looking at these videos. Let's see to it. Let's go to the CBC and drop off these stories. And put them off all over the place at churches. People go to church on Sunday, and we'll put them in there and see if the clergy will allow this. The people that, to me, that live the free life. Maybe they should go out and get real work. But anyways, I'm fed up with all of this. I don't really know what it takes to get people to listen. To break the ice here, we gotta do something different. And I think, like I said, if we can get organized, segments from everybody across the country, every week a new guy, and every week a little addition to the last guy, a little extra what happened to him and his family. If you got proof, why not? Anyways, that's my thought for today. Try it at least. Have a good one.